From the CISO series, it's Cybersecurity Headlines.
It's Monday, October 4th, 2021. Transnational fraud ring stole millions from Army members and veterans. Frederick Brown, a former U.S. Army contractor, was sentenced yesterday to 151 months in prison after admitting to his role in a conspiracy that targeted thousands of U.S. service members and veterans and caused millions of dollars in losses. He harvested personally identifiable information by taking photographs of his screen while being logged in to his Armed Forces Health Longitudinal Technology Application account. This allowed Brown and his accomplices to access U.S. military community benefits information via the Department of Defense portal and steal millions of dollars from veterans' pension and disability benefits payments and U.S. military members' bank accounts. Besides the 151-month prison term, Brown was also ordered to pay over $2.3 million in restitution and will be placed on supervised release for 3 years after being released from prison. Canadian vaccine passport app exposes data. According to a report by Canada's CBC News, the Port Pass app's operators left data including names, driver's licenses, blood types, and email addresses on an unsecured website. The personal information was allegedly stored in plain text and could be accessed by the public. The company behind the app is based in Calgary. It has denied that Port Pass was experiencing any verification or security issues. However, the app's website has been taken offline, and visitors to the site are currently met with the message, "We are updating, stay tuned." Business leaders admit willingness to pay 5-figure ransoms. 40% of business executives would be willing to pay at least a 5-figure ransom to restore operations following an attack. This, according to research conducted by security firm Arctic Wolf that polled 500 decision-makers from UK firms with over 1,000 employees. The research also found that 20% of UK executives have previously concealed a cyber attack to preserve their reputation. 67% of respondents believe their company is more vulnerable to attacks if staff work remotely or in a hybrid environment, and 62% are unsure whether IT teams can identify and detect some threats accurately. Infant fatality could be the first recorded ransomware death. According to papers filed in June 2020, Tiarani Kidd of Mobile, Alabama is accusing Spring Hill Memorial Hospital and its owners of failing to mitigate a crippling cyber attack and then conspiring to hide its impact on patient care. Kidd's daughter, Nico, was born with her umbilical cord wrapped around her neck that purportedly led to brain damage and the infant's death several months later. Fetal heart rate monitors would have usually picked up the issue, yet according to the Wall Street Journal, medical staff could not access these from the usual location as a display had been locked by threat actors seeking a ransom payment. The hospital denies any wrongdoing. And now, a word from our sponsor, Votiro. Your users need to accept and open files to do their jobs. Keep them safe and productive with Votiro. With Votiro, your users can download and use any file instantly, from PDF to Autodesk CAD, with malicious code already removed and full file usability intact. The signatureless, agentless file sanitation process happens in milliseconds without user friction. Visit Votiro.com and learn why millions of users trust Votiro to disarm billions of files each year. That's Votiro.com. Hybrid workplaces need to update emergency communications. The Workplace Safety and Preparedness Report from Rave Mobile Safety found that 33% of workers were unaware or unsure of their company's emergency response plans as of March 2021. These plans cover incidents such as active shooters, workplace violence, medical emergencies, fire, hazmat incidents, weather events, or cyber attacks and system outages. The report showed that 43% of remote workers prefer mass text messages as their emergency notification method, followed by 22% preferring email. The survey found that over half of businesses used email as an emergency communication method in 2020, with 47% using in-person announcements and 42% using mass text messaging. Facebook's Android and Java bug hunting tool Mariana Trench goes open source. Mariana Trench was originally an internal tool for Facebook's security engineers, but has now been released to the public, quote, to help scale security through building automation, end quote. It is a tool for finding vulnerabilities in Android and Java with particular focus on examining code in Android applications. According to Facebook, it is able to scan large mobile code bases and will alert users to potential security problems found in the code by analyzing data flows prior to production. Facebook warns that this tool is only one addition to a security engineer's arsenal, and false positives prior to production need to be considered. Hackers rob thousands of Coinbase customers using MFA flaw. Coinbase, the world's second largest cryptocurrency exchange with approximately 68 million users in over 100 countries, has disclosed that a threat actor stole cryptocurrency from 6,000 customers after using a vulnerability to bypass the company's SMS multi-factor authentication security feature. The thefts happened between March and May 20th in 2021. To conduct the attack, Coinbase says the attackers did need to know the customer's email address, password, and phone number associated with their Coinbase account and have access to the victim's email account, which it believes was done through phishing campaigns. Ransomware gangs are complaining that other crooks are stealing their ransoms. In the No Honor Among Thieves department, cybercriminals using a ransomware-as-a-service scheme have been complaining that the group they rent the malware from could be using a hidden backdoor to grab ransom payments for themselves. A LinkedIn post by security expert Yelisei Boguslavsky describes how Revil uses a secret backdoor coded into their product, which allows them to restore the encrypted files without the involvement of the affiliate. This could allow Revil to take over negotiations with the victims, hijack the so-called customer support chats, and steal the ransom payments for themselves. What better way to start off the week than thinking about the end of it? This Friday, we've got another fantastic CISO series video chat planned all about hacking regulations, an hour of critical thinking on moving regulators from operational to risk-based auditing. In the hour, we will be discussing the appropriate way to engage with regulatory checklists and how to build a model for risk ranking assets. Plus, there's a meetup of speakers and viewers right after the chat. It all starts at 10 a.m. Pacific, 1 p.m. Eastern. Just head on over to cisoseries.com and click on the Register for Video Chats button. I'm Steve Prentice, reporting for the CISO Series.
Cybersecurity headlines are available every weekday. Head to cisoseries.com for the full stories behind the headlines.